go again, guys. Episode 2, part B. I'll continue sharing about my career journey, my personal journey. So tune in, guys, and thank you for joining. Thank you for watching this episode. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So for part B, I'll continue from where I left off. The last thing I believed I talked about was my campus life, going through the BBIT course, which was such an amazing course. I really learned a lot about business and tech, and obviously it shaped my career to what it is today, so I do not take it for granted at all. So after campus, obviously, you know, the hullabaloo of trying to get a nice job, a white collar job. We all want a white collar job when we leave campus, but it is not a mean feat. It's not easy getting a good job. And for me, that was a reality. Like do we call it tammacking? I tammacked for a while. I did loans at Standard Chartered Bank, Barclays Bank. Let me tell you guys, I did enough jobs. Like, it was just crazy, the jobs that I did, so that at least I get to the place where I am today. So the proper job that I got, the first proper job that I got, was working for an organization known as Inspire Harvest, founded by one amazing Nekesa Were. And she gave me this opportunity after I went to her and actually told her what I'm capable of, and she gave me that opportunity. So one thing about me, and I think I've shared that in a past video that was shared by my previous employer, I'm a go-getter. When I want something, I actually go for it and I get it, and I don't stop until I get it. And I love that about me, and that is something that my dad taught me, and I actually got this from my dad because my dad is such a go-getter. So that's who I am as a person. So I went to Nekesa Were and I told her that I'm able to do this job, and she gave me the opportunity. And let me tell you guys, like, I had an amazing time. I had a great time. And one of the events, because this organization was about event planning and management, and one of the events that stood out was Global Voices Media Summit. Nekesa gave me the opportunity to actually manage and plan this event from scratch. Obviously, she was helping me because I was still learning the ropes, but she allowed me to just do it by myself, and it was such amazing, from booking the hotels, from talking and having correspondence with all these people from all over the world. It was so amazing. I loved it. I really loved it. And just the icing on the cake, I met this amazing lady called Abena Eke. So Abena is Ghanaian. She's from Ghana. And when we met, it was just like a match made in heaven. We are, and we've always been kindred spirits, even though we lost touch for a number of years. But we when we met, we were like, oh my goodness, this is a relationship we have to pursue. We have to pursue this professionally. We have to pursue this relationship. We have to be great friends. We have to keep in touch. And you know, the most amazing thing is she saw my potential. One thing about me, again, I love writing. I love putting all my thoughts down in paper. So I love writing a lot. And I told her about this passion of mine, and she told me the amazing thing. She told me that she was starting a magazine in Ghana, and she loved for me to actually write an article. And I ended up contributing to the magazine. It's called Obasema, Obaasema. It's a Ghanaian word. If you go to their website, you'll actually see what it means. And it's all about being a woman and coming to be a woman. So just all about womanhood. And I mean, I was just being shaped into the woman that I am today. Because she gave me this opportunity. I ended up writing about being a woman of value. I ended up writing about being a leader, being a woman leader, and some other stuff about relationships and being a woman in relationships and all that. So check it out. You can Google, you can actually see all my articles there. And that was the first obviously global opportunity that I'd gotten. And at that time, I didn't think it was that big, because I was just like, I'm contributing to a magazine that's just starting out. Nothing much is gonna come out of it. People will read it, but that was it. But Abena had an amazing vision, and she wanted this to go all out in the world and for people to learn about the African woman, African culture, and being a woman in that culture. And I just loved doing that with her, and it was such an amazing time. And even to date, myself and Abena are still good friends. We still keep in touch. We lost touch obviously for a bit, but I'm glad that we are reconnecting. So shout out to Abena. Thank you for giving me my first opportunity to actually write and contribute to a magazine. So that was Inspire Harvest. Then after Inspire Harvest, I got into the rugby scene. So Nekesa introduced me to these amazing people in the rugby scene. So I ended up doing sports marketing for an organization, organizing the Tusker Safari Sevens, getting sponsors for that event. And it was just an amazing time. Like, I loved event management. I loved sports marketing. It was so amazing. I really enjoyed it. And obviously, I know you guys are just thinking, yes, Rahel, yeah, you love the job. And we know that also it comes with the guys, the buffed guys. Yes, guys, I really enjoyed the attention from the buffed guys. Obviously, I was young at that time. I really enjoyed the company of these guys. They were so amazing, and it was such an enjoyable time. Just going to the tents, aside in Nakuru, Naivasha tents, going to the coast. Like, I traveled around the country just organizing this event. So the travel bug hit me, like it caught me at such an early time in my career. And one thing about me, I'm passionate about traveling. I love traveling. Like, if I was to do anything for the rest of my life, I would just travel. So I really love traveling. So yes, then after the rugby scene, I got now into a more professional space. I started working for an established organization, an international organization, and that's where now I got into into the whole marketing scene, and it was more professional. I did the Chartered Institute of Marketing course, which is a professional course that allowed me to grow astronomically in this space, in the marketing space, and in that industry that I was in. And it was so great. I really enjoyed it. I met amazing people, amazing colleagues. I worked with such amazing brands in the market, in the Kenyan market, and also globally. So I enjoyed my time at this organization. It was really amazing. And that was just this is just part of my career life and what I experienced in my career life. But I'd want you guys to tune in next week, and next week I'll go into deeper. I'll talk a little bit deeper about the challenges that I went through in my career life. I'll also talk about my journey in the healthcare space. You guys know I'm really passionate about healthcare, so I'm going to talk about that, and the last place that I had an opportunity to contribute to in the healthcare space. So guys, tune in next week. I can't wait for us to have this conversation about the challenges that I experienced and the things that I'm looking forward to in the next space or in the next season of my career life. So tune in next week. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you would want me to share in terms of my personal career life. Looking forward to it. Thank you, guys.